Okay. So growing up, I know that we went to church in my family. We were a Catholic family. It was never a priority. I remember it being more of a chore for us to do. It was like just there. I knew it was there. And I did not believe in God. I definitely believed in God, but we just didn't go to church. Maybe, holidays, the normal ones that people would go. And then teenage years, a mess. Parents almost getting divorced, didn't know what to do, felt very lost, alone. That continued for a long time. Then I met my husband. He was not a believer either, so it seemed like everything was fine. I didn't really miss anything because I had never really had a good experience with church, so I didn't know I was missing something. And then in 2018, my husband died very suddenly. He went in because he thought he had an upset stomach and he had cancer, and they were like, you have a couple months. Oh, you're gonna have a couple months. Like, first of all, wait a minute, I have a couple months? And then he was gone within 5 days. Yeah, it was tough. I thought I had everything planned out. I could see my whole future, and it was gone in a second. And my daughter made me take a vacation, which was like, I fought so hard. And we ended up going to visit one of her friends in California who is a believer. And I remember driving down Pacific Coast Highway, and a song came on the radio. They only listen to Christian music, and I was like, oh, this is pretty good. And the song, it just hit home really, really hard. And I just remember staring out the window crying while everyone else is like looking at the sights. And because her friend was a believer, I was like, oh no, she's gonna make us go to church on Sunday. But when I walked into that church, this sense of I belong came over me. And I never felt that before at church. Came home and went to a friend of mine's church and literally sat in the parking lot and cried until someone got there, and I said, can I come in? And they laughed, and they're like, is this a real question? And took me into the building. And I started going to that church, and it didn't quite fit. And then lots of people were talking about New Day. New Day, New Day, New Day. And it just kept happening so many times that I was like, I gotta check this place out. And then COVID hit. And so I was like, wow, okay, this could not get any safer to check out church and start going to church than sitting on my couch in my pajamas. I'm like, because I can close my computer screen and it'd be over. But I went and I never closed the screen because it felt so right. And then a couple of months later, maybe, I don't remember exactly when New Day reopened, but came to church the first day that they opened. Like, okay, let's go. Now we got to get in person. And the experience is just so overwhelming. When you walk in, it's just so beautiful. And then you see people already greeting you at the door with smiles on their faces. So your stress level just brings you right down, because now you feel like you're part of a family. Now I'm not only learning on my own, but I'm also helping new believers come into New Day and get in a small group and learn more. I worked in Spark for several years and worked with the kids. I just started recently at New here, so I know I have to serve. Like, I took a month off from serving, and I was like, there's a big gaping hole in here. Could you please tell me where I'm supposed to go, God? You kind of look around and you're like, how is all of this possible? And then you see someone like with a black shirt on that says production, and I'm like, okay, they're the guys behind the scenes. You walk in, you've got the parking guys, they're showing you everywhere to go, they're directing you to a parking space. When you walk in, you see the volunteers that are standing here. The worship team is next level here. Like, when you walk in and you start having them sing, you're literally overwhelmed with emotion. When you come in, you just look around and you're like, wow, blue shirt, green shirt, green shirt, green shirt, black shirt. They're everywhere. And it's just such a family of people serving here. It's just amazing. I had no idea in 2018 there were any blessings left. There was none. There was nothing to be hopeful about. Everything I thought I wanted was gone. God was like, no, it's not. He's like, I have so much more in store for you. You have no idea the blessings coming your way. And I think about it every day, and I'm just like, man, Lord, the blessings that you've bestowed on me. I know you took my husband. I don't know why. I know I'll never understand, and I'm okay with that now. The peace now that I have with that is so different, because he's shown me so much more, and it's things that he already knew were coming. And now I just have to be like, I know you got this. I trust you. Show me where you want me to go.